Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Alhamdulillah. Let's talk about music. Do you love music? Do you love songs? What's your favorite song? Okay. Okay. What else? Okay. Yes. What about me? My favorite song, or one of my favorite songs, is My Love Is Your Love by Whitney Houston. Do you know it? Who doesn't know it? Okay, so those who know this song, can you please sing it to those who don't know it, just to make sure we are all talking about the same song? Without music. Okay, thank you. For those who don't know it, in this song, a lady talks to someone she loves so much. Her partner, her husband, her kid, maybe, I don't know. And she starts the song with such strong, beautiful, powerful, meaningful, inspiring words. She says, if tomorrow is Judgment Day, and I'm standing on the front line, and the Lord asks me what I did with my life, I would say, I spent it with you. Wow. Every time I hear these words, I am speechless. How can she be that confident? The lady seems really to know exactly what she's talking about. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's ready to assume it, not just in front of the whole world, but in front of God. You know, honestly, I kept asking myself for a long time, how can a woman make a decision in her life and then be able to assume it with such confidence? And then I realized that, yes, she can do it. If, only if, she's got a clear order for her priorities. So I looked inside and outside, trying to see if all of us, especially us women, if all of us has clear objectives, clear goals in our lives, if we all have clear order for our priorities. So I found out different types of people among us. Some of us don't even know the meaning of the word priority. They just live as soldiers in this life. Come on, just tell me what you want me to do and I will do it. Whether you're my partner, my kid, my boss, the society, just tell me what you are waiting from me and don't bother me with your philosophy about goals and objectives in life. This is the first category. And there are many women in this category. The second category, many of us have goals. They have objectives. They have dreams, and they want to live their dreams. But unfortunately, they are not allowed. They have to live in their partner's plans, in their family's plans. They don't have the right to have their own plans. I know many women are suffering from this, not just in our country, not just in Algeria, but all around the world. But let's just be honest. Not all of us are suffering from this. Many, many Algerian women are free to do whatever they want to do. They are allowed to study, they are allowed to work, they are allowed to travel, they are allowed to organize such inspiring events. They are free to do anything they want to do. They live with open-minded families, open-minded societies, but they don't do what they have to do. So why they don't do what they have to do? Not because they are not allowed to do, just because they don't want to do what they should do. Of course, they will not say, I'm too lazy to move out of my comfort zone. They will give you perfect, conscious, false arguments. The three most famous arguments, the first one is, I'm a victim. I live in the past. I cannot forget what happened to me. I'm suffering. I cannot move on. The second category is the kind of people, I'm too busy. I don't have time to do what you are expecting me to do. I'm too busy. I have lots and lots of things to do. So I'm sorry, I cannot do that. But the third argument, which is, for me, the most dangerous and the weirdest, is I am waiting for my turning point. It means I'm waiting for something that comes from outside to motivate me. When you look up these two words, turning point, the concept, what does it mean? It just means a moment in your life in which you take a decision to move on, to change the track. Generally, you have beneficial results. That's it, just a moment when you take a decision to change something in your life, to the positive way, of course. But for many of us, it means I have to live a painful or hurtful event so I can decide to move on or change the direction. So my question is, why do I have to wait until I lose one of my parents to realize I was not seeing them that much? Why do I wait until I lose my job to realize I was not taking it seriously? Why do I wait until one of my kids get a serious illness to realize they are much, much important for me than the dishes, than cleaning, and I realize I was not spending quality time with them? Why do I wait until I get divorced to realize I was just focusing on the negative side of my husband and I've never seen the million positive sides in him? Why do I wait until I get psoriasis in my skin or high blood pressure or ulcer in my stomach to realize I'm too much anxious, I'm too much nervous? Why do I need to wait until I'm about to die to realize that life is too short? Why my turning point has to be a painful event? Why does it have to be a hurtful one? Why do I have to wait until I lose someone or I lose something to realize I have to change something in my life? You know, turning point doesn't have to be pain, doesn't have to be hurt. It can be just a song. It can be just a movie. It can be beautiful nature. It can be a cute animal. It can be some verses from the Quran or from the Bible or whatever. One of my friends, a very successful woman, she was not successful in the past. She was the victim of Algeria. And then one day she decided to wake up and... So I asked her, what did you do? Or let me guess, who died? She was like, no one died. Okay, what did you lose? She's like, I didn't lose anything. Why? I told her, so how come you've decided to change? She told me, no, nothing. I was just watching a movie, Whoopi Goldberg's movie, Sister Act 2. Do you know it? Yeah. She told me, I just was listening, and when she said, if you want to be somebody, and if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. She said, that was enough for me. Since that day, I woke up, I started, I never stopped again. Another friend of me, also a very successful woman, I asked her the same question. Who died? No one. What did you lose? Nothing. She told me I was just helping my my neighbor's daughter, do her homework, Islamic education homework. She said, I was just reading some verses from the Quran, just for her, just to help her do her homework. And then she told me, I read some verses that were real slap on my face. Allah says in these verses, God will not change people's conditions until they change what's in themselves. She said, I felt God was talking to me and telling me, woman, wake up, you're not a victim. Wake up and go do your part, and then I will do mine. إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. Another friend, this friend is deeply in love with sign language, with deaf people. She works a lot in this field. I told her, how did you decide to start working with these people? She said, nothing, I was just watching French channel, and then suddenly one of my favorite songs came, Savoir Aimer by Florent Pagny. She said, that was the first time I see the video, the clip. I always used to just listen to it, MP3. And she said, I was positively surprised that the whole video was about translating the lyrics in sign language. She said, that was enough for me to discover my love to this field and decide to start in it and never stopped again as well. So you see, turning point doesn't have to be losing someone or losing something. You can enjoy the positivity you have in your life and just use an animal or nature or a song or a movie or a joke as a turning point. Because if you are waiting for a turning point to come from outside, it's not going to be efficient. It will be temporarily efficient, but it will expire sooner or later. It's not a real motivation. But if you create your motivation from the inside, if you try to find anything beautiful in your life and use it as a turning point, this will be the real motivation in your life. This will be the thing that will last forever. Of course, it will expire. Yeah, I know, because you are human. But you are human, and we always need reminders. But what come from inside, this is the real thing, and this is what will really push you to make correct decisions and take the right track in your life. So I want to finish with one question. But before that, I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be here, to be able to tell myself, actually, what I wanted to tell her. So I want to finish with the question, how many lives do we have? One? One? Two? Yes? What are these two lives? Before and after marriage, yes. Okay. Hope my husband is not watching. Okay, so yes, many of us can answer, we have one life. But one of the most inspiring people in my life, one of my teachers, may he rest in peace, Dr. Ibrahim al-Fiqi, used to tell me, we have two lives. The first life started when we were born. And the second life starts the moment we realize that we have only one life. Thank you so much.